Hey y'all, it's your girl, Ganjane. And we about to get into this tea, honey. So let's do it. What is up, you guys? Grand Rising, beautiful people. It is your girl, Ganjane, back with another video. Welcome to my channel, baby, where we always keep it blunt, okay? Like, we don't sugarcoat shit over here. Period. I hope you guys have been amazing. And if you haven't been feeling so hot, I'm sending love, healing, positive vibes your way, okay? But let's get right into it, y'all. So as most of you guys know by now, 3 of Diddy's houses were raided this past Monday on March 25th, which happens to be the anniversary of one of Biggie's albums, Life After Death. That's crazy, right? But yes, his houses were raided due to sex trafficking allegations. Currently, he's facing 5 different lawsuits. Honestly, I feel like they've been watching Diddy for a long time, but I think it all started when Cassie filed her lawsuit initially back in November of last year. I think that's when they kind of started being like, okay, like, you know, this is the icing on the cake type shit. But Cassie dated Diddy for 10 years. She was 19 and he was 37 when they began their relationship. So, yeah, that's kind of a huge little age gap there. But there was a lot of stuff said in her lawsuit. Allegedly, he was abusive, he was controlling, and forced her to have intercourse with male hookers and recorded it. He also forced her to do certain illegal substances as well as alcohol against her will. Not to mention, allegedly, he blew up Kid Cudi's car. And when Cassie tried to leave, he R-worded her. When I first seen like the court documents that her and her legal team filed, I was honestly heartbroken because, you know, like I grew up listening to Cassie. I still play her music to this day. Me and You is one of my favorite throwbacks of the 2000s era. Yes, ma'am, that was a hit. But yeah, it just kind of broke my heart because, like, I don't know the girl, but she just seems like a genuine sweetheart. You know, she didn't deserve that. But yeah, like I said, he's facing 5 lawsuits. All of them are claiming sexual type of stuff and him forcing them to do it. So all of these people can't be lying. But people have been side-eyeing this man for decades, like, you know, because he just did a lot of suspect shit. And it's been a lot of people coming forward trying to hold him accountable. The most recent person is music producer Lil Rod Jones. He too filed a lawsuit against Mr. Sean P. Diddy Combs and accused him of some wild ass shit. Like, just to name a few, he accused Diddy of touching him inappropriately, like in his private parts and his backside. He accused him of forcing him to do things against his will. This was between September 2022 and November of 2023 when he was around Diddy a lot because he was one of the music producers of his album. I believe it was called Love or something like that. He also accused him of forcing him to basically like bring hookers back to the crib and engaging with them for his own fucking entertainment. He also accused him of drugging him and taking advantage of him. He also said that he parties with young girls and hookers. He would, spike their beverages with drugs. Just a lot of horrible things, y'all. Like, when I was reading the report, I was just like, whoa, this is wild. And allegedly, Diddy threatened physical harm to Lil Rod if he disobeyed his demands. So he probably felt like he had to. And on top of that, like, Diddy would promise him like certain material things. And I feel like that's his game. Like, he lures people in with material shit. Like, oh, I'll give you the mansion. I'll give you this car. I'll give you this and that if you do this, Like, for example, if you look back at that video of Diddy and Justin Bieber, like, he was straight up grooming that boy on video. Like, he promising him this car when he turns 16 or when he starts driving. He even mentioned, oh, I'll give you this mansion, all type of stuff. Like, this is literally a grooming behavior. Like, of course they're gonna fall for the trap because it's like, who doesn't want the finer things in life? You know what I mean? So he knows what he's doing, and it's a very sick game that he plays with these people. But he also accused other people of violating him, such as Cuba Gooding Jr., which was surprising to me. Like, bruh, radio, you wilding out here. And then I guess Young Miami's cousin had violated him. Like, it's just horrible. But he alleges that he has like hundreds of hours of audio and video footage showing Diddy, his employees, and visitors engaging in illegal activities. And he also said that he was not paid for the songs that he created on Diddy's Love album. He also hinted that there was other celebrities involved, such as Usher, allegedly, Meek Mills, allegedly, and Chris Brown, allegedly, and I think a few others. So it's been a lot of speculation going on. From what I've seen, some people think he just wants attention. But honestly, it's not giving that for me. Like, it's just a little bit too detailed, and I do believe this man. But Lil Rod's legal team has been refusing to communicate with Diddy or answer any of his calls from his attorney. And I really feel like it has a lot to do with the fact that I don't feel like he's gonna be willing to settle outside of court. Like, I think he really wants justice, Because, like, literally the next day after Cassie filed that lawsuit, and it was, like, everywhere on the internet, they literally settled for an undisclosed amount outside of court. So I feel like he's trying to go a different route with it, because it's like Diddy always buys himself out of situations. And I feel like he really needs to be held accountable legally and arrested, because this is not okay. Like, you've affected dozens of people. But Diddy and his legal team have denied these accusations, of course. But new information's been released, and in the new paperwork, Young Miami was mentioned in the lawsuit. Allegedly, her as well as 50 Cent's baby mama, Daphne Joy, have been named in the case as escorts to Diddy. It's alleged that Diddy paid Carisha and Daphne a monthly payment to be his ex-workers and smugglers, basically, because he's alleging that Young Miami will use Diddy's private jet to bring back some sort of drug called pink snow to Diddy. This can really get bad for Young Miami. I hate that she ever even involved herself with this creep, but it's like I always say, money is the root of all evil. I think that's really the only reason why she's still around him, And like I said, that's what Diddy does. He persuades them with his money. Period, point blank, and honestly, it doesn't surprise me about the whole escort, situation, because, listen to what she raps about, rich men taking their money, shit like that. So it's really not surprising, because at the end of the day, she does make 304 music, and that's her lifestyle. That's clearly what she's about. Literally just a 304 from the 305. But a little bit after Diddy's house raids, she did post on Twitter talking about it's finna be a fun summer. I'm like, really? And then yesterday she posted, y'all be going for anything. Like, no, what you not finna do is sit on this internet and gaslight us, because I really don't think that Lil Rod was lying on you. I'm gonna keep it honest. And I used to love me some Young Miami. I did, until she started fucking with Diddy. That's when I was kind of like, And that's kind of when she kind of stopped making music. Like, she'll make one song here and there, But the City Girls was finished soon as she, got involved with Diddy, in my opinion. But I am glad that at least JT kind of distanced herself from Young Miami. So she kind of saved herself from this buffoonery going on. 50 Cent reacted to the news of his BM, Daphne Joy, being involved and being a ex-worker for Diddy, and he says, I didn't know you was a ex-worker, you little ex-worker. Yo, this shit is a movie. And I guess allegedly 50 Cent is working on getting full custody of their son after the news broke. As he should, because who wants their kids around shit like that? Like, as a parent, you should want your kids to be in a safe environment and not in an environment where they can potentially be harmed. Because the devil has no boundaries. Now, she denies the allegations with this Instagram post saying, I am deeply hurt by the lies in Rodney Jones' lawsuit. The claim that I am an ex-worker is 100% false and character assassination. I am retaining an attorney to explore all legal remedies against both Rodney and his attorney. I personally feel like she's full of shit. And like I said, I do believe Lil Rod, but it's very complicated, this case, because it's his word against theirs, and they are flat out denying it. But here's an article from independent.co. It says most of the ex-workers in Diddy's employ were paid in cash, but one passage in the lawsuit notes that 4 of the ex-workers, including Miss Joy, were given monthly fees for their services. The passage names Young Miami, Jade, and Daphne Joy as the women who were paid a monthly fee to work as Mr. Combs' ex-workers and received payment via wire transfer. Then it states, Diddy has denied all of the allegations made against him. The rapper has not been charged with any crime and was not detained by police. Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit, Diddy's lawyer, Sean Hawley, said. His reckless name-dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. He said his legal team has overwhelming, indisputable proof that Mr. Jones' claims are complete lies. We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them, he said. I mean, if Diddy was my client, I'll be saying all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure he got a nice little check for being his lawyer. That's why I'm saying, like, Diddy literally controls everything and everyone with his money. Like, literally. And he's definitely a narcissist who thinks he's invincible. And that's why I really hope that, you know, at the end of the day, Mr. Jones and whoever else was affected by this man gets their justice, period. But Daphne posted on her Instagram story again, stating, "Everything is a joke to you until our safety is compromised, which is happening now. You are wreaking real havoc, frenzy, and chaos onto people's lives. How would you feel if Sire was the one in handcuffs? For nothing. We moved to New York to give you the opportunity to be a father to your son, and you saw him 10 times out of the 2 years that we lived 1 mile away from you. I am tired of upholding and protecting an image to our son that you have never even earned. Let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of R-wording me and physically abusing me. You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I have for you as a father to preserve our family with these last and final false claims made against me. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time." Ooh-wee, baby, it's getting messy. But I just feel like she's, basically trying to point fingers to, kind of take the attention off of her in a way, just trying to deflect, in my opinion. Like, you're trying to take the attention off yourself, hun. Like, I don't believe that she's innocent. That's just my opinion. But honestly, I feel like she's going on social media all of a sudden saying all these things about 50 Cent because she knows that he's going to fight for full custody. And, she's going to try to paint this picture of him being, basically a monster and, not safe for their child to be around type shit. That's how I feel. But I'm anxious to find out what, Homeland Security found in his home. Like, did they even find anything? Because honestly, I feel like Diddy be like low-key 10 steps ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he kind of sort of knew that they were coming after him. So I feel like he may have hidden certain things, like as far as videos and stuff. Like, who knows? Maybe he has like a storage unit somewhere, or maybe he, got it somewhere like super, super secret or something. But I'm hoping that they did find some sort of evidence to support this. And I'm really, really hoping that this will prompt them to kind of reopen Kim Porter's, unaliving and her case. Because I don't care what nobody say. Diddy is involved in her unaliving as well as many others. Just to name a few. Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., Heavy D. Like, this man got a graveyard of skeletons. It was just a lot of questionable shit going on surrounding her demise. Like, for instance, the coroner who first did her autopsy ruled her demise as homicide. Because allegedly there was some sort of substance in her system. I can't remember the exact one, to be honest. I gotta watch that video again. But yeah. But what's crazy is shortly after Ed Winter did her autopsy, he like mysteriously passed away, and it was allegedly due to natural causes because he was at the age of 72 when he passed away. But everyone that knew him or was around him shortly before his demise said that he was still in great shape. He was very healthy, no health issues or nothing. But he has done a lot of autopsies for many, deceased celebrities such as Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Brittany Murphy, Tom Petty, and many, many more. So it's just crazy how after he does Kim Porter's autopsy, all of a sudden he passes away. Like, I personally don't think that was a coincidence or anything. Like, I just know Diddy is involved. I just know it. And I'm not buying the whole pneumonia thing. And not to mention, Kim, at the time of her demise, was getting ready to release a tell-all book. So I feel like he unalived her or had something done to her to avoid that from being released. But Diddy has said that like 3 days before she passed away, she wasn't feeling well. Now, some people said she had like an in-house doctor, and then others were saying that she kind of just laid down, and was waiting to get better and feel better. And I just feel like that needs to be sorted out because, let's say, for instance, she did have an in-house doctor. Who was this doctor? Was he giving her things? Like, what kind of medication or whatever did he give her, But yeah, in conclusion, Diddy is cooked, y'all. I think it's over for Diddy, and I am hoping that he gets arrested and is held accountable for the diabolical shit that he has done to so many innocent people. He is clearly abusing his power, and honestly, I feel like that man ain't nothing but a demon with money. And to be honest with y'all, like, I never liked Diddy. Like, even as a kid, like, I'm a 90s baby, and something about him just never sat right with my spirit. Like, I always knew something was off about him. But yeah, we shall see what happens. This is crazy. It's like new details is coming out, and it just gets crazier and crazier by the day, baby. But thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I do. And shout out to my subscribers. Y'all are the shit. I love you guys. And if you ain't subscribed yet, what is you waiting for? Christmas? But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Happy Friday, y'all. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for your girl. And I'll see y'all in the next one.
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!